Welcome to the Fresh Thinking School of Brain Science. What is the awakened brain? The awakened brain is a testament to the boundless potential of human consciousness, revealing the mind's extraordinary capacity to transcend its physical limitations. The awakened brain delves into the fascinating intersection of neuroscience and spirituality, exploring the biological basis of mystical experiences. It examines how meditation and prayer can rewire our brains, leading to heightened consciousness and profound feelings of connection. The chapter explores the neural correlations of spiritual experiences, shedding light on the brain regions and neurotransmitters involved in these transformative states. It also investigates the potential benefits of spiritual practices for mental health and well being, suggesting that cultivating a sense of the sacred can promote emotional balance and resilience by bridging the gap between science and spirituality. The awakened brain offers a compelling look at the human potential for transcendence and the transformative power of spiritual experiences. The intersection of science and spirituality has long been a subject of fascination and debate. Recent advancements in neuroscience have shed light on the biological underpinnings of spiritual experiences and mystical state, offering a fascinating glimpse into the neural correlates of transcendence, awe, and interconnectedness. By employing brain imaging techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging and electroencephalography, researchers have identified specific brain regions and networks that become active during spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and chanting. These studies have revealed decreased activity in the parietal lobes, which is associated with self-referential processing, and increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is linked to attention and focus. These findings suggest a shift in brain activity away from self-awareness and towards a sense of unity and connection with a larger reality. Neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine also appear to play a role in spiritual experiences. These chemicals, associated with feelings of well-being, reward, and motivation, may contribute to the blissful and euphoric states often reported during mystical encounters. While neuroscience can map the brain activity associated with spiritual experiences, it does not diminish their profound significance. It offers another lens to understand the human capacity for transcendence and connection to something beyond the self. The subjective experience of awe, wonder, and oneness remains central to these experiences, regardless of their neural correlates. The neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states is an exciting and rapidly evolving field. As research continues to deepen our understanding, it has the potential to bridge the gap between science and spirituality, fostering a dialogue and collaboration between traditionally disparate fields. By unraveling the mysteries of the brain, we may gain insights that can enhance our well being, promote spiritual growth, and cultivate a greater sense of meaning and purpose in our lives. 7 strategies related to the neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states exist. Interdisciplinary collaboration. In the quest to unravel the mysteries of spiritual experiences and mystical states, it is crucial to transcend the boundaries of individual disciplines and encourage a collaborative dialogue between neuroscience, theologians, philosophers, and practitioners of spiritual traditions. This interdisciplinary approach fosters a more holistic understanding that respects these profound human encounters, scientific and subjective dimensions. Neuroscientists are experts in mapping brain activity and identifying the neural correlates of spiritual experiences. Their insights into the biological mechanisms underlying these states provide a valuable foundation for understanding the physical manifestations of transcendence. Theologians and philosophers, on the other hand, offer a rich tapestry of interpretations and perspectives on the spiritual realm, drawing upon centuries of wisdom and tradition. Their insights into the meaning and significance of spiritual experiences help to contextualize neuroscientific findings within a broader framework of human values and beliefs. With their lived experiences and embodied wisdom, practitioners of spiritual traditions offer invaluable first-hand accounts of the subjective realities of spiritual encounters. Their narratives provide a vital counterpoint to scientific data, reminding us that these experiences are not merely reducible to brain activity, but encompasses a profound science of meaning and connection. By fostering a collaborative space where these diverse perspectives can converge, we create an opportunity for deeper understanding and mutual respect. Neuroscientific findings can inform theological and philosophical interpretations, while spiritual traditions offer valuable insights for further scientific inquiry. This dialogue bridges the gap between the objective and subjective, the empirical and the transcendent, leading to a more comprehensive appreciation of the human capacity for spiritual experience. Ultimately, this interdisciplinary approach advances our knowledge and fosters a greater appreciation for the diversity and the complexity of spiritual experiences. It encourages a dialogue transcending disciplinary boundaries, promoting a more holistic understanding that honors these profound human encounters, scientific and subjective dimensions. longitudinal studies. In the quest to understand the profound impact of spiritual practices on the human brain, longitudinal studies emerge as invaluable tools. Researchers can track subtle yet significant changes in brain structure and function by following individuals who regularly engage in contemplative practices such as meditation, prayer, or yoga over extended periods. This longitudinal approach allows us to move beyond snapshots of isolated moments and better appreciate the long-term neural transformations accompanying sustained spiritual engagement. Longitudinal studies offer a unique window into the dynamic relationship between spiritual practices and the brain. By tracking changes, researchers can identify neural plasticity patterns and adaptations associated with specific practices. For example, studies on long-term meditators have revealed increased gray matter density in regions associated with attention, emotion, regulation, and self-awareness. These findings suggest that regular meditation may lead to structural changes in the brain that support mental and emotional well-being. Beyond structural changes, longitudinal studies can also track functional changes in the brain. By monitoring neural activity during various tasks and states of consciousness, researchers can gain insights into how spiritual practices influence cognitive processes, emotional responses, and even the subjective experience of self. This knowledge can help us understand how spiritual practices promote mental clarity, emotional balance, and a sense of interconnectedness. Moreover, longitudinal studies can shed light on the long-term impact of spiritual practices on overall health and well-being. By tracking various health markers, such as stress levels, immune function, and cardiovascular health, researchers can assess the potential benefits of these practices for physical and mental health. This information can inform the development of interventions that harness the power of spirituality to promote holistic well-being. Essentially, longitudinal studies offer a powerful tool for unraveling the complex relationship between spiritual practices and the brain. By tracking changes over time, we can better understand the neural mechanisms underlying spiritual transformation and its impact on human flourishing. This knowledge can inform scientific inquiry and inspire individuals to embrace spiritual practices to cultivate greater well-being, inner peace, and a deeper connection to themselves and the world around them. Diverse populations. In pursuing an understanding of the neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states, embracing diversity and including participants from various cultures and religious backgrounds is imperative. By ensuring representation from various traditions, and belief systems, we can safeguard against potential biases and generate findings that apply to a broader population. The human experience of spirituality is multifaceted and deeply intertwined with cultural and religious contexts. Spiritual practices, beliefs, and interpretations vary significantly across different traditions. By including participants from diverse backgrounds, researchers can gain a more comprehensive understanding of the neural correlates of spiritual experiences, uncovering both commonalities and unique patterns associated with specific practices. Furthermore, inclusive research practices help avoid generalizing findings based on a limited sample. If studies predominantly focus on individuals from a single cultural or religious background, the results may not apply to individuals from other traditions. By embracing diversity, we ensure that our understanding of the neuroscience of spiritual experiences truly represents the human experience. This inclusive approach also fosters a greater appreciation for the richness and variety of spiritual expressions across cultures. It allows us to recognize the common threads that unite humanity in its search for meaning, connection, and transcendence, while acknowledging the unique ways different traditions approach these universal human aspirations. In addition, inclusive research practices can help to dismantle stereotypes and promote understanding between different cultural and religious groups. By highlighting the shared neural underpinnings of spiritual experiences, we can foster a sense of shared humanity and bridge divides that may exist between different belief systems. Ultimately, embracing diversity and research on spiritual experiences is essential for generating scientifically rigorous and culturally sensitive knowledge. It ensures that our understanding of the neuroscience of spirituality is inclusive, representative, and applicable to a broader population, contributing to a more nuanced and holistic appreciation of the human capacity for transcendence and connection. Qualitative research and ethical considerations. Exploring the neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states necessitates navigating sensitive and complex terrain where ethical considerations are paramount. Researchers must establish clear and robust ethical guidelines to protect participants' well-being, autonomy, and dignity while respecting the diversity of their beliefs and practices. Participant autonomy lies at the heart of ethical research. Individuals should be fully informed about the nature of this study, its potential risks and benefits, and their right to withdraw at any time without consequence. Informed consent must be obtained before participation, ensuring that individuals freely engage in the research based on a clear understanding of its implications. Respect for diverse beliefs and practices is also crucial. Spiritual experiences are deeply personal and often intertwined with cultural and religious traditions. Researchers must be sensitive to these diverse perspectives, avoiding any assumptions or biases that could undermine the validity of their findings or compromise the well-being of participants. Furthermore, researchers must be mindful of the potential vulnerabilities of individuals undergoing spiritual experiences. These states can be emotionally charged and may trigger pre-existing psychological conditions. Adequate safeguards must be in place to ensure participant safety and provide appropriate support if needed. Confidentiality and anonymity are also essential ethical considerations. Participants should be assured that their personal information and experiences will be handled with utmost discretion, and that their identities will remain protected. By establishing clear ethical guidelines and adhering to rigorous research practices, we can ensure that the study of spiritual experiences is conducted with integrity and respect. This protects participants and fosters trust and collaboration between researchers and the communities they engage with. Ultimately, ethical research practices are essential for generating scientifically sound and ethically responsible knowledge, contributing to a more nuanced and compassionate understanding of the human experience. Mindfulness and meditation research. The intersection of neuroscience and contemplative practices like mindfulness and meditation holds immense promise for understanding the human experience. Continued research into the impact of these practices on the brain is essential, as it may reveal a secular pathway to experiences that share neural similarities with traditional spiritual experiences. Mindfulness and meditation, often rooted in ancient spiritual traditions, have gained widespread popularity recently for their potential benefits for mental health and well-being. Neuroscientific investigations have revealed that these practices can induce significant changes in brain activity, including increased activation in regions associated with attention, self-awareness, and emotional regulation. Some of these neural correlates overlap with those observed during spiritual experiences. For example, mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual practices can decrease activity in the default mode network, a brain network associated with self-referential thinking and mind wandering. This suggests a potential convergence in the neural mechanisms underlying secular and spiritual transcendence forms. Furthermore, research is needed to explore the extent of this overlap fully and its implications. By examining the specific neural correlates of different mindfulness and meditation practices, we can better understand their potential to induce experiences similar to those reported in spiritual contexts. This could lead to the development of secular practices that promote well-being, self-transcendence, and a sense of connection, even for those who do not identify with a particular religious or spiritual tradition. Moreover, understanding the neural mechanisms shared by mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual experiences may bridge the gap between science and spirituality. It can provide a common language for dialogue and collaboration between researchers, practitioners, and individuals seeking to cultivate inner peace and well-being. Ultimately, the continued investigation of mindfulness and meditation practices offer a promising avenue for understanding the human capacity for transcendence and connection. By exploring the neural correlates of these practices, we may discover a secular path to experiences that resonate with the profound sense of meaning and purpose often associated with spiritual encounters, public outreach, and education. The fascinating world of neuroscience and its exploration of spiritual experiences should not be confined to academic cycles. It is vital to translate complex research findings into accessible language, building the gap between science and spirituality. Knowledge sharing fosters understanding and appreciation for how humans experience transcendence, creating a more inclusive and connected society. By clearly and engagingly presenting the research findings, we invite everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs, to participate in the conversation about neuroscience of spirituality. This approach helps demystify the scientific process, making it less intimidating and more relevant to everyday life. Accessible communication also combats misconceptions and stereotypes that may surround spiritual experiences. It demonstrates that these experiences have a basis in brain activity, not just faith or belief, fostering a more open-minded and accepting attitude towards different spiritual paths. Sharing research findings also highlights the diversity of human spiritual experiences. It shows that transcendence can be found in various practices, from meditation and prayer to nature walks and creative expression. This recognition encourages respect for different traditions and promotes a sense of unity in our shared human quest for meaning and connection. Furthermore, accessible neuroscience can empower individuals to explore their spirituality with greater understanding. It offers insights into the potential benefits of various practices and encourages people to cultivate their path to well-being and transcendence. Ultimately, Communicating research findings is in an accessible manner. It's about building bridges. It fosters dialogue between scientists and spiritual seekers, encouraging mutual respect and understanding. By sharing knowledge, we create a space where science and spirituality can coexist, enriching our understanding of the human experience and promoting a more compassionate and connected world. In summary, the neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states has begun illuminating the profound connection between the human brain and the transcendent. While the mysteries of consciousness and the spiritual realm remain vast and elusive, scientific inquiry has offered a glimpse into the neural correlates of these experiences, revealing a complex interplay of the brain regions and neurochemical processes. From the activation of the prefrontal cortex and the parietal lobes to the role of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, neuroscience is unraveling biological mechanisms that underpin feelings of unity, transcendence, and awe. While these findings do not diminish the spiritual significance of such experiences, they offer a deeper understanding of the human capacity for connection to something greater than oneself. The study of spiritual experiences and mystical states is not without its challenges. The subjective and ineffable nature of these experiences makes them difficult to quantify, and measure. And there is ongoing debate about interpreting neuroscientific findings. However, the pursuit of understanding this phenomena holds tremendous potential for bridging the gap between science and spirituality, fostering dialogue and collaboration between traditionally disparate fields. Ultimately, the neuroscience of spiritual experiences and mystical states reminds us of the profound interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. It invites us to embrace the mystery and wonder of the human experience and to recognize the transformative power of spiritual connection. As research continues to deepen our understanding, we may find new ways to cultivate these experiences, promote well-being, and foster a sense of meaning and purpose. The journey of exploration is far from over, but the insights gained thus far offer a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the realm of the transcendent, the human brain holds the key to unlocking profound mysteries. The Awakened Brain Masterclass is a compelling exploration of the intersection between neuroscience and spirituality. It illuminates the intricate neural mechanisms underlying mystical experiences and demonstrates the transformative power of spiritual practices on the human brain. More than just a scientific inquiry, this masterpiece serves as a call to action, urging us all to cultivate a sense of the sacred in our lives and harness our mind's boundless potential by bridging the gap between science and spirituality. The awakened brain invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, leading to greater well-being, compassion, and a deeper connection to the universe. It is a testament to the extraordinary capacity of the human mind to transcend its physical limitations and achieve a profound awakening. This is Dr. Masasikani Mishakosa, Director of the Fresh Thinking School of Brain Science. We thank you for coming around. If this is your first time to listen to us, we encourage you to sign up and put a subscription button, and your life will change forever, because each and every week we come up with fresh masterclasses which have empowered the lives of many people, and would like you to benefit from that. Thank you for coming around. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel as part of the package which we are giving it to you for free. We really appreciate you coming around. We really appreciate. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. It is free to subscribe. The benefits are amazing. Thank you.